heroes.
All right. Well, you know, it always makes me a little nervous when I hear things like, I saw Zai play this, didn't really look that good. And it's like, oh God, if Zai's not making it
No,
look
no, no.
good,
Zai
then...
makes it work. It's just his team. The other 4 members in the public game were not that great. He was doing everything. You know, his position 4, I believe, left him early on, so he had the jungle.
Oh yes, Jungle Huskar in this time.
It was done before. Virtus Pro. Save played Jungle Huskar, and they won the game. I think it was during the major, during the Singapore major, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's definitely possible. Like you said, a lot of this comes down to the execution. So all eyes, you know, kind of on this Huskar just because they're a little bit different. And you hope for the sake of OG that he knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh, let's do this!
Queen of Pain should have a good time on a mid lane, but once puck hits level 6, you need to be careful. There's going to be a rotation from Weaver with the bugs and Shikuchi. There's going to be enough damage to bring her down. So there needs to be like either living armor plus 1 rotation. Not sure if just a solo living armor will make the difference, but you need to be careful about these rotations. You know, 5 up to 6 minute mark with the catapult. You want to kill, pressure the tower. These are professional e-gamers. They know how to respond, so I'm putting a lot of trust in gaming gladiators.
Will be interesting to see how they decide to start fighting with a lot of that aggression. I was talking with some friends the other day, and I was like, you know, which team is kind of going to stand out more? Like, it feels like a lot of the times, you know, depending on momentum, it can really make or break either one of these guys. So it'll be interesting to watch, you know, especially with BZM on this puck and Boom, of course, on the Queen of Pain, you know, who's going to start to get that little bit of an advantage. And when you see the Huskar, you know, generally you think a lot of aggression. So very curious to see if OG can bounce back here, but a little bit of try-on-try action in the top lane.
This reminds me of Liquid against the Gaming Gladiators when they decided to put Matumba Man 2 times against the enemy offlaner, and it worked really well for them. Now we're gonna see Huskar in a tri-lane. Let me just think about which tri-lane is stronger. Like, Raid King doesn't provide you with much. Train Protector is very good. I might want to even see Leech Seed in 3 versus 3 scenario. And of course, Rubik with the Fate Bolt connecting on multiple heroes is always going to be great.
Yeah, it's not super common to be seeing these tri-lane setups, but they really just seem like they want to make sure that Drachia is getting himself that farm, also trying to slow down Amar, and Amar needing just a little bit more of support because, again, a Klink's down in the bottom lane against the Tide's not really going to have too many issues anyways.
Yeah, both heroes are going to farm. I expect Ace to put like more points in Kraken Shell. There's no reason to try to gush him because you're not going to get like any kills. All you want to do is survive, farm up that Helm of Iron Will, and he puts a 2nd point in Kraken Shell. He understands that, you know, it's all about the survivability. Amar has Inner Fire level 1. Once they hit level 2, now that Weaver is level 2, they can start playing a bit more aggressive. The Swarm connecting on multiple heroes is just too good.
Yeah, how do you feel about the amount of hits that it takes to take down the Swarm bugs? Because it feels like they're
Nerf
very,
it,
very strong.
Please, 4 hits, you die. As a support, you can't do it. It's gonna definitely get nerfed, for sure.
I am looking forward to that as we do get a bit of action here on the top lane. Drachia sitting very low. Do you have that little bit of that armor down? It's gonna be enough. No, they'll end up losing their king in this top lane.
Yeah, this early point in Inner Fire, which is almost 2-second disarm, so synergizes well with the bugs. The bugs will deal more damage. You can attack them, you can kill them. It's very good. Mid lane, pretty even, 13 against 13. As expected, you know, Queen of Pain does really well against anyone pretty much, but needs to be careful about that minute 6 that we mentioned. Minute 6/level 6.
You're hoping that you're at getting your level at that point, but
oh yeah, you definitely want to be level 6 before minute 6 on a mid lane, otherwise you know something's gone real bad.
Horribly wrong, yeah. A little bit of a side pull though here, coming out from Misha. If I'm Okay, it looks like they are gonna send, since they made that rotation with Tofu, they're gonna send Misha away. So a little bit less spooky here in this top lane for the Gladiators, but still pretty scary when you consider the amount of damage, again, with the bugs, with that inner fire, and just being a Huskar.
Yeah, it's a killer lane for sure, especially if Gladiators want to trade. Trading against Huskar still doesn't have a point in Burning Spear, but we'll get it. He's very close to level 3 and also very close to his Helm of Iron Will.
That seems to be the item of the regional major. What's the official title that we're calling this? Taiga? Ah, it's fine.
Official name for Helm of Iron Will?
No, not for the Helm of Iron Will. For the major replacement, BZM. Uh-oh, he has gotten a little bit too aggressive here. This is forced to pop the Fairy Fire. Let's have some bottle charges, but...
It's a level 1 Shadow Strike. Phase Shift is available. He's gonna be fine. Has a Bounty Rune to work with. It's not gonna be full HP, but we'll get close. Tidehunter is unkillable. Like, they can't touch him on the bottom lane. About to crack level 5. Has 11 armor, has enough regen, so it means Rubik can make a rotation. Rubik can move from his lane and play once again either top lane or make a rotation on mid. Queen of Queen of Pain, playing very aggressive. My brain is not working properly.
You would not appreciate that name. You know, she worked pretty hard to get herself a nice getup like that, you know?
Yeah, especially with Arcana. This is the best Arcana in the game. One of the most satisfying sounds as well, once you use the Sonic Waves.
I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of her fashion choices, but I don't think I should really be talking about fashion, honestly. Top lane, that harass continuing here.
Radiant's top tower.
But the living armor from Celery coming in very, very handy, keeping Dota2 here in this lane. Taiga, again, he's gonna Shikuchi on through. Had a lot of sentry wards trying to keep tabs of him. Back and forth here.
Boom is level 6 with Queen of Pain, while Puck is still level 5. So if he decides to make an aggressive move, there's still no one to rotate since Rubik made a... Okay, he bought another TP, so does Abba. He also has one. Oh, stuck on the cliff.
Yeah, Misha's just gonna take a little bit of a cool off here. But this means that Tofu is able to secure the rune for Boom. It's a lovely one, perfect for action and making rotations, so has that in biz now. And top lane Duracho bugs coming through here. They need a little bit more damage. Do they have it? Yes, they do. Boom, though, making his own rotation, trying to do anything he can to try to punish. Does have to be careful, though, because they have a lot of sentries in lane, so that Invis rune just gonna get popped here. Try to follow up Sonic Wave over onto Amar. They'll clean up. And Taiga, oh, he wanted this kill, but he's gonna go for a bit of a dive here behind the tower, but I'm not sure. Oh, no.
Living armor.
And boom. Oh,
he's gonna be okay. He's fine. I did the math. They're also gonna refill the bottle. Queen of Pain, not gonna be like half HP. They got the double kill. Another good rotation for Boom. So far in this series, he's been playing extremely well. Previous game, he completely dominated with the Storm Spirit, and yeah, these early points in living armor plus bottle refills, keeping him in the game one more time.
There's nothing like bottle service when you're sitting a little bit low there, but perfect timing, like we said, with everything coming together to make sure that he's got that regen.
Radiant are scanning.
Be interested to see what the next moves are going to be coming out, especially when you consider that they do have such a strong kind of lineup coming out from the Gladiators here, being able to pressure. Of course, Ace being on this Tidehunter, the threat of Ravage, always something that you have to be very mindful of.
They need to bring Huskar to be able to kill Tidehunter, otherwise he's just gonna laugh it off. Has Helm of Iron Will. He even decided to send back the neutral item. He feels like he doesn't need it. No point of having it. I'll just give it to someone else. Probably Raid King is gonna take it. Yeah, he's getting that chipped west to him to have a bit more sustain, and it also increases farm when you're getting hit by neutrals.
This is actually so obnoxious coming out from Taiga. Looks like they're gonna try to punish it this time, but he's literally just, oh, there it is. There's the punishment from Boom. He has been sitting here in the jungle, just poking at Dyrachyo the entire time and making him very nervous, yet he's kept having to dip back and forth, so they'll squash an annoying bug in their woods this time around.
Gladiators doing a very good job protecting Dyrachyo in his jungle, and Train Protector will do what he does best. Try to stay inside the trees, protect the tower for as long as he can. Tower for now has full HP. There is no catapult for another minute and 15 seconds, so he should be okay. Just collect the XP, there we have it. Living armor level 3.
Yeah, he knows exactly what his job is, and you can see Boom is making a rotation. They dropped the sentry over here on the side, so they know that they've got that vision as they jump forward again over onto Taiga's already went use it to follow up with the Ravage, and they're just gonna punish Taiga for even being in the area.
I think that's completely fine. You know, Ravage, they have very limited amount of tower damage, so the Ravage is not gonna be used for, like, trying to take it. It feels like Gaming Gladiators, they want to play a bit of a slower game until Raid King comes online. Queen of Pain, in terms of net worth, she's doing really good. Boom, involved in all 4 kills, actually.
He has been very busy, and they're still continuing to try to, you know, pressure Dyrachyo over here, but he's still farming decently. Pings coming out on Ace here in the bottom lane. Again, it's just so hard to get rid of this guy. They don't have to worry about the Ravage. Okay, the Huskar is making the rotation now, so perhaps they're going to try to put some more pressure on Tidehunter, but he's already just dipped.
Yeah, last Tidehunter. Good luck. They needed this. Like, as I said, they need Huskar to be able to kill Tidehunter. Amar, can he toggle this?
That's the question. They'll go for the overgrowth, and they'll finish him off. Nice punishment here coming out again. Boom, being involved in so many of these kills. The follow-up, though, coming out now from BZM. You drop the Dream Coil. Find Tofu. Celery, though, is just going to try to teleport away. And they have no other way to be able to cancel out this TP. So he's able to waltz on out. And the pressure is on in the middle lane. Dyrachyo and the Skelly boys putting some pressure on the tower. Yaragi just going to try to clean him up. And they'll go and they'll use that fortification to protect the party.
Yeah, great understanding of Gladiators, how to move around the map. Like, they make a rotation, they kill Amar, and immediately on the mid lane, forcing out the glyph. Both Boom and Dyrachyo, he comes in, summons the skeletons, and tries to pressure this mid tower. So that even forces OG to bring numbers to the mid lane. They're still keeping this catapult alive.
Yeah, they are. Dyrachyo kind of tanking a bunch of it, but all right. They'll respect it over on the side of Gladiators. They're going to back off. They've got plenty of people here in this mid lane. See a little bit of that replay here when they made the moves on Amar. He's doing his best to toggle, but with that overgrowth and the amount of burst damage.
Yeah, the untoggable damage, impossible to do it, a bit too much. And meanwhile, they are also killing the bottom tower. Tidehunter level 10, 11 minutes in. Ravage is online once again, so they will take the mid tower as well. Gladiators, they're playing the map really well, and also, like, Celery, this is his job, you know. Check the minimap, someone screams on Discord, heal me, he pops it, otherwise we'll be using it on tower, delay as much as possible, hide in the trees, try not to get killed, but if you die, it's also fine.
I mean, they didn't lose a single tower in that first game,
They did not.
Correctly. Yeah, they're able to hold it. Now they have an actual hero dedicated to just, you know, keeping teammates alive, keeping towers alive on top of that. This is looking to be a little bit scary here for the side of OG, but they do have, you know, some nice solutions if they want to try to make some sort of, you know, ganking maneuvers around the map, but it does feel like they're not quite sure how to respond, because I have to say, since watching, you know, this regional playoffs, major replacement, whatever we want to call it exactly, but definitely been impressed with the way that the Gladiators have made their moves. They're very deliberate. They know exactly what they're looking for, and they're almost always in the right positions here. So they do have Ravage back online. Ace is going to be the big distraction here, but there's a lot of bodies from OG here in this top lane.
And now they're fight ready. Even though knowing that Ace has Ravage, they want to go in. Misha's still level 5, so they can burst him.
They've got the overgrowth and they've got the Ravage. They are a little nervous here. Some more teleports coming out. Tofu's here. There's grass. Will help separate a little bit more. But it's just so hard for them to crack this tower.
Parking Tidehunter in front Raid King does not even want to come. He understood, you know, I'll just farm the triangle, and if something comes up, I'll be able to TP. So good job, Gaming Gladiators, keeping the tower alive. They might heal up this tower to full HP.
So what can we expect now to come out from OG? Because they tried to make a play for the tower. They had difficulties with this. Are they just trying to buy themselves some more time and space right now? Or are we concerned that, you know, this Huskar hasn't really started to pop off much?
I think the play for OG is try to get a pick off, possibly like get a trade where Ravage is used and then force a Roche fight, because this is what Huskar relies on. And I think they should give Aegis to Huskar, and then you can start sieging the towers. Klinks is becoming more powerful and powerful, has just a Falcon Blade. The hero consumes a lot of mana. Now with the Maelstrom, it's extra damage. It's his farming tool.
Well, they're gonna get the jump over onto Ace, but he'll go use that Ravage turn back around. Sonic Wave coming on through. Doesn't quite do enough, but it will do just enough to push them back. And
what the Herald was that? What did they just popped 2 ultis and nothing happened? I mean, Ravage was fine. It feels like they were not on the same page that they want to connect. And this is good for OG. Like, this is exactly what I just mentioned. Like, they need to try to pop the Ravage, maybe get something else out of it, and they got 2 biggest ultis.
I mean, they heard you talking, clearly. They were thinking, you know, what do we do? And they heard the words of Lacoste, so they forced out 2 of those ultimates, and look at this, immediately back to the top lane. They don't have to worry about Ravage anymore. Trying to put some more pressure, but Celery doing his job, continues. A little bit of a spray getting dropped.
It's gonna take a while. I think maybe a better play would have been to just go straight inside the Roche pit and take it by force, because they have enough damage, especially with Abba and Weaver, the minus armor. Amar, gonna get the jump, gonna die.
Oh, okay, that's just a dead Amar here. BZM following up. They'll be able to go drop the Dream Coil, get the kill. And the follow-up, they have Tofu leashed up over onto the side. They just need to get another couple clicks off, and just like that, they're out. Taiga is still here, and he's going to be able to help BZM finish off Nisha.
Without oil, Boom doesn't die. Like, they need... Oh, Taiga. They lost vision.
Taiga.
Boom. Another stream is available, doesn't even need it, just gonna be the right clicks. And most importantly, tower is alive. I feel like they could have gone to Roche Pit. Like, they have damage. Klinks does a ton of damage, Huskar, Weaver with the bugs. There should be enough, and I'm not sure if Gladiators would go and try to contest it.
That is the question, because it did feel like they had the TPs at the ready in that top lane.
MVP, Treant, and the tier 1 tower. If Celery does not have a Valentine, like tier 1 tower, good choice for the Valentine's date, because they've been, you know, synergizing well with each other, and yeah, there's a reason why people ban this hero when they play against Gaming Gladiators.
I'm sure that it was just Celery in the tower in the top lane just high-fiving the entire time as he continuously healed it. But yeah, you know, it's definitely working there. Top lane, a little bit more pressure being placed over on Terraccio. You have that Spirit Vessel charge being placed over on the Wraith King, as Taiga's just going to continue to be as annoying as possible. It's pretty difficult, though. Does have to be careful. We've got Ray Fire Blast. They've got some of that dust here, but they don't have the means to lock him down.
They're still trying. They're first
gotta crack eventually, Lacoste, you know?
First, they try to go on a hero, so like try to make a maneuver where living armor is used on a different part of the map, and then try to take a tower. Still didn't work out. Celery has another one ready. Is there a way to check how many living armor has been used or how much heal he did to the tower so far?
I'm not sure. You'll have to ask our production.
That's what I'm doing. There. I definitely didn't think you are doing the math. You know, let me just write down.
Maybe I was, you know, wouldn't that be so impressive? I was like, actually, Lacoste, as I push up my glasses, they've actually used the living armor about 12 times so far.
I'm not even kidding. I think he used it like 20 times on the tower.
Continues to go. It's really just that one tower that's being pressured.
13. Oh, you were close. Yeah, you're keeping the track. What a production.
No, we're not known for
I can
our
ask
map.
any question, and it's there. The answer is going to be there in less than 30 seconds. Big Boy Philly dropped for Kling, so that's gonna be good for either Abba or Weaver. I like Weaver a lot more because the hero scales well with items.
One of the best items for supports. I know Fogged is a huge fan of that as well.
Oh yeah, me and my boy Fogged, we love Big Boy Philly. That's one of the reasons, you know, we played together, but we always fight who's gonna get the item.
How do you decide who gets it?
Whoever
Give some sort of a
clicks
challenge?
faster, that's how it goes. Also with the tomes, yep.
Okay, I thought that there was gonna be like some sort of cool story about how, you know, you I don't know.
No,
I guess
whoever
rolling doesn't
gets
sound
it
very cool
laugh,
either.
it makes joke to the other one. You know that you're gonna get at least half an item, maybe even a full item. I'll shut up, Sonic Wave.
Ooh, alright. They were ready for Tygas. He is gonna buy back Amar. The follow-up though with the Ravage, beautifully placed. I'll take down Amar. BZM is not looking too great here either. As Incarnation does get Pop Celery getting into position here. Got a beautiful Dream Coil, but Dream Coil for what? Because they're more than happy to stand their ground over here on the side of the Gladiators. They are protecting this Roche pit. They know that this Roche belongs to them, and there's really nothing that OG can do about it.
What a fight. They also force a buyback out of Taiga. So that means like his item progression is also gonna suffer, and you want to have your position for Weaver to get items, like potentially now with the Big Boy Philly pickup where you can like get the Aghanim Scepter faster. So now Queen of Pain, like Boom throughout the series, amazing positioning, like his Sonic Waves are always on point, has full Kaya Sun. We're gonna see that again. Doesn't flinch, uses it immediately, and they don't have that big hero that Tidehunter is afraid of. There's no Enigma, there's no Faceless Void, Doom, anything, Static Storm, nothing that can lock down the Tidehunter. So coming into a fight, he's always gonna feel good because they know the Ravage is gonna be used. Oh, there's gonna be the smile. There we go.
Well, they're at that tier 1 again, by the way, Lacoste. They're still trying. But Ace in the tower. Okay, all right. This time it's looking like they're finally going to get it. They have to, surely. Oh, that living armor, though. That pesky living armor.
Easy clap. 20 minutes in. They managed to take down tower, but at what cost? Double damage on Wraith King plus a full Desto.
Yeah, they've got the Sentry Ward already in position as well if Yuragi tries to get too cute here. The Gladiators are taking up residence in this part of the jungle. Boom's just hitting the tower freely. He's got that Cardi. This goes down here, but it's a lot of damage already.
Yeah, that tower is dead. No way OG defends it. I love itemization on Tidehunter this game. He decided to go for casual Helm into Hood and then into Heaven's Halberd. He realizes where the damage is going to come from, mostly from the Kling, so he wants to use it. Also, if Huskar decides to jump in pre-BKB, Huskar is just straight up dead. Like, he can't deal any damage, and he relies on going in and out multiple times. Like, this Abba pick, it looked good on paper, but I haven't seen Abba do much. Like, there were no aphotic shields used to remove, like, the Ravage, remove the Overgrowth.
This is looking a little spooky here for Taiga. Doesn't manage to go and just lapse away, though. Would have been in problems if he had gotten stunned up.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, so what is the role of the Huskar at this point?
A good question. I don't know. Amar seemed pretty happy about it. We saw him on camera putting the hands up, hands in the air for Huskar pick. So far, not working out.
Well, I think that was before, you know, he started to fall behind here and have this moment of, oh my god. Oh, big boy hits coming out here. Bye-bye, Misha. Whew.
For a second, I thought that dropped a mantle because I saw an item on the floor, but
Yeah.
it was Queen of Pain's Null Talisman. It's an upgrade, though. It's a next level
Still,
meme.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Still an inch.
Radiant's middle tower.
Good thing going on there. As the hunt is on, got that little bit of Shikuchi here coming out from the Rubik. He finds BZM. There'll be no teleporting away. He's gonna have to try to just jaunt out here with that illusory orb. Celery trying to get into position. Tofu, he's very happy he's got the skill here. And there's a Fade Bolt. You can run, but you can't hide.
Rubik stealing Shikuchi, one of the better spells you can get to be able to set things up. As we've seen from Invis, uses telekinesis, you can chase people down. They still have Aegis up and running for a minute and 20 seconds, so I feel like they should use it. Queen of Pain getting closer to full Shiva's guard, so that's going to reduce the damage coming out from Abba and Huskar. Also give her more tankiness against physical damage from Clinks. Yeah, Boom might
Boom's
not
gonna
die
feel
this game.
real
Yeah, he has 0 deaths at the moment, and it feels really good. I didn't see Boom getting coiled in the fights, and this is like his biggest enemy. They only have that one lockdown plus a silence. Other than that, he should be pretty fine.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Gladiators definitely dominating the map currently. And you can see, you know, they do have a couple of options here over on the side of OG, right? You've got BZM on the puck, who's able to, you know, poke around in these lanes. He does have the boots to travel, so he's going to be able to push out. And the same thing with Taiga, right? These are two heroes that they're a little bit more elusive, definitely can be punished, and we've seen them be punished when they get a little bit too far out and don't take into consideration who might be waiting for them as I say that.
The shard on Queen of Pain, like you blink in, Puck does not have any way of dispelling the silence. We've seen one Puck yesterday also like refusing to buy a Yule Scepter, playing into, I believe, 4 or 5 silences, and it did not end up well.
Indeed, here as Amar, they'll even go use that. Ravage still alive though. Phonics Shield coming out from Misha behind just a little bit left. Oh no! Bit of a disaster as Misha now will go down. They've had the duel of the BKBs here, but this is not looking good for him as he will fall or dead on the side of OG. And they're just running over towards this mid lane now.
This might be it. There's no Aegis anymore. They don't have Ravage or Overgrowth, but look where the lanes are standing. They are pushing 3 lanes at the same time in the base. Like, the longer this game goes, it just becomes harder for OG to play.
Radiant's top tower is
Definitely in the right position. Again, we talked about this earlier, you know, the fact that Gladiators just seem to have a really good understanding of how they want to be moving around this map. And I mean, it doesn't get more efficient than having all 3 lanes pushed in and being able to hit 3 towers at once. As Tofu, again, stealing up that
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
that lovely Shikuchi.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Or rather, the winning rift now here.
Scanning.
Map getting smaller.
Jump forward,
BZM
BZM.
playing very aggressive, dying very aggressive.
Baited. The giggles coming out. Here's Draccio running after Amar. Got that. I can't follow it up. A couple hits. Amar, he's already used the Essence Ring. He just gets cut down by Draccio. He has the Reincarnation up. Taiga just absolutely melts.
They call it.
They call GG. Even the Gladiators just looking incredible so far.
Yeah, this was pretty clean. OG, we're playing 6 versus 5 if we count in the tier 1 tower on the top lane.